Hello and welcome to Lewisburg School, the start of what's going to be a great year. Welcome to the third grade. We're so glad that you're here with us. We can't wait for you to join us at open house. You're going to get a chance to meet your teachers. And we're really going to have a fabulous year. I know it's a little different, but we've got a lot of fun things in store for you. Our teachers have been working really hard, and they're excited to share a little bit of what that class is going to look like. So without further ado, welcome to Lewisburg. Welcome to the 2021 school year. And Mr. Brown, one of our third grade teachers, is going to take it over.
Thank you, Mr. Matthews. Okay, first off, right off the bat, I want you guys to know that no matter what this school year looks like, we're both working extremely hard to ensure that your child will get the best education that they can. We're very excited to meet all of the children and very excited to start this new school year with you guys. I'll let Miss Carter introduce herself first, and then I'll hop back in.
All right, hello everyone. My name is Miss Carter. This will be my first full year teaching. I taught the end of this last school year in Bowling Green, but I'm so excited to be here at Lewisburg. I'm going to be the reading and writing teacher for your third grader this year, but I received my college education. I can help you with any content questions you have for your kid this year, and my email is brittany.carter@logan.kyschools.us, and we will have other ways that you can contact us later in this presentation.
Okay, I'm Mr. Brown. This is my third year teaching. It's my second at Lewisburg. Both my years here, I've been teaching third grade. I will be teaching the math, science, and social studies this year. However, if you need help with any of the subjects, you can always come to me. My email address is austin.brown@logan.kyschools.us, and then other ways to contact me will be listed later as well.
So as you know, things are changing every day with COVID, so we just want to clarify some terms that you might have been hearing on Facebook or in other presentations. So depending on how you registered your child for the 2020-2021 school year, that kind of depends on what you're doing. So if you registered your child to be virtual only, that means you're not intending that they come back to school. Their teacher's actually going to be Miss Cundiff, and they will have a whole different set of expectations and things that she will present tomorrow. And you will have computer work and Zoom calls with her, but if you were virtual only, you will not be dealing with Mr. Brown and myself very often. Now, if you signed your kid up to be in person for the 2020-2021 school year, even though we're starting virtual, you will still be, the intent is there to come back to school full time when we can, when it's safe. So you will be taught by Mr. Brown and myself. And that hybrid schedule is what you're hearing, the A-B schedule. Hybrid means that half the kids are going to come on Monday and Wednesday, and half the kids are going to come Tuesday and Thursday. Yeah, that's all I have. I'm so sorry.
Let's talk about expectations real quick. This is for while we're kind of in a full-time virtual mode for at least the next 2 weeks. This is kind of what our expectations are for the students. We want each student to log into Google Classroom every morning, and we'll have a morning meeting for you listed there. And we want you to do any sort of lessons. We'll have assignments for you to complete. Now, some of those will require computer work. Others you have to follow instructions. We'll have you doing stuff off the computer. The important thing is make sure you follow all the instructions that are on there. If you need help, don't be afraid to ask. We are very willing to help you guys out. We're on the same team, both a parent, me, and the students, Miss Carter. We're all on the same team, so we need to communicate well. Work hard, try your best, and then we're constantly looking to make contact with you guys, making sure that you are on the right track, and you're doing what you're supposed to. So we will look for multiple ways to regularly make contact with you.
All right, so now we're going to talk a little bit about those in-person expectations. So the first thing that we ask is that you come in with a positive attitude. You know, these aren't the best circumstances, and we realize that, but just be happy, be ready to learn every single day. And then you have to follow all of the safety guidelines that's in the Lewisburg opening plan. So, you know, wearing your mask unless you've been told it's safe to take it off. Socially distancing, that's 6 feet whenever you can. No physical contact with anyone in the building. That means hugs, elbow rubs, whatever. No high fives. Everything has to be, you know, air high fives and that kind of thing. And then we just ask that you work as hard as you can and try your very, very best.
Parents, this is for you. I've mentioned it before, and I'll say it again. Communication is super important. We are on the same team. If you have any questions or concerns, please let us know. We will have a parent Google Classroom as well, where we will be uploading weekly videos for you guys. They will go on Monday morning. There's one up right now. As soon as you get into your Google Classroom, this will be super important information for you to know for the school year. Any sort of announcements, it'll be an overview of what we expect your kid to do this current week. So just be looking out for that.
All right, so you might have used an app like Remind or Class Dojo in the past, but this year we are changing to use the app called Class Tag. This app is going to replace all kinds of mass communication that you might get through one of those other forms, but this is a new platform. It's super organized. It has a lot of great things to offer, and that's why we're making the switch to this app. And it does have the feature where we can just message you or message us. So if you don't use email, you can individually message us through this app. And in the open house packet you're going to get, it will have and in the packet that we are going to be handing out at our drive-through open house, it will have step-by-step, very clear directions for you to get onto this app so we can all stay connected and communicate.
All right, Google Classroom. This is there's 3 important Google Classrooms that I guess a household needs to be a part of. 2 of those are for the students, but 1 for the students is our classwork, our classroom, me and Miss Carter. We're going to do all our content on that Google Classroom. There's going to be another Google Classroom for the students, and that'll be your activity Google Classroom. They will upload assignments for you, so PE, music, library, those types of classes. And then the last one, like I've mentioned before, is for the parents as well, just to make sure that we're staying in contact and you know what your kid is doing throughout the week.
You might have had an experience with Zoom during the last NTI, but we are still going to be using Zoom as a way to hold live virtual meetings with your child, and we could use these to just check in and say hi, or teach a small concept. These meetings, we're going to have times during the day and also at night, so that no matter what, your child will be able to attend at least one Zoom meeting a week. That way they can still make that in-person contact with us, because it is different than just watching our videos and following the instruction. This will be a time for them to really connect with us, even though it's virtual. And if you can't make a Zoom meeting that week, we are going to record them and post them in our classroom, so that you can go back and watch those later. That way you're not missing out on any of that. But we would much prefer you attend them live. So if you have a conflict with any of the times that we do post, please let us know so we can work around that. That way your child does not miss out on anything that we're doing.
Next form of communication is Hangouts or Google Hangouts. I use this quite a bit. It's just an easy way for me to get in contact with the student. All they need to do is go into hangouts.google.com. It's even in the first assignment that we've posted on Google Classroom for your student. They teach you how to set up for that, but it's just a fast way. It's like a messaging system. Fast way for me to reach out to the students, or the students to reach out to me. Also, if they want to do a quick one-on-one Zoom meeting, I can just post the link to that Zoom or to that Google Hangout, and they can click on the link and automatically be in a Zoom with me. So look to sign up for that in the first Google assignment.
All right, so this app is a new one that the school is using, and it's called School Dismissal Manager. This is going to be a new one-stop shop to manage everything that has to do with your child's transportation information. Now, this will primarily be used whenever we are back in that hybrid schedule, but they are starting to set it up now, and it's going to be better to get familiar with it than to, look at it once we need it. So, we're no longer going to be taking those paper bus notes or emails or calls. Everything is going to be done through this app. That way you have a log of where your child has been going, and you can even sign up multiple parents and guardians through the same account. That way everyone gets notified, so everyone in your child's village knows what's going on and how they're going to be safe after school. And the school is actually going to be creating this account for you, and look for the information that they'll send out about how to log on and access that.
Another new program that we're using is Spaces, and it is a way for, the kids to turn in work virtually. It's good for us to give them immediate feedback, along with other classmates to give them immediate feedback. We're gonna use these probably on like big projects and stuff to turn these assignments into Spaces, so be on the lookout for that. You will get a code with your handouts here pretty soon telling you how to log into that.
All right, this app is probably going to be familiar with most of you. It's called Hero. It's the behavior tracking program that Lewisburg uses. So just make sure that you can still access that account so you can see your child's activity. And if you can't, please let us know. That way we can get that fixed for you so you can see what's going on.
And we are working with iReady as well. It is very similar to MobiMax, but not using MobiMax this year. This is replacing it. And one of the things that we need to happen first is we need to get your child to take a placement test. It'll get them in the correct content that they need, level of difficulty as well. So be on the lookout for that. It's just one of the first things that they'll do on iReady. They will do this here in the school, ideally, so be on the lookout for that. But we are going... Because it is similar to MobiMax, we're looking to do use this system quite a bit throughout the week. So it'll be in your assignments, it'll be in Google Classroom on certain assignments that they have to complete on iReady.
And one last thing about iReady is that it also is replacing STAR. So instead of getting those kinds of reports, just look out for iReady. It's a really great program. We're excited to get to use it, and it has many uses. That way we can use it as a test, but we can also use it to give the child individual assignments that they need to keep learning. So virtual learning this year, the way we have set up our math and reading, that core instruction, is they're going to play a game board. So every space is a different activity. Do you want to put? Okay. So every space is going to be a different activity. They might have to watch a video or go to this other website, but they'll go through the spaces by completing the activities, and they'll have a checkpoint where they'll stop every single day, and they will just have to finish the game board by the end of the week. That way there's not confusion about what they're doing today, what they're doing tomorrow. It's just, this is the one big assignment for the week. Work on this chunk on Monday, this chunk on Tuesday, this chunk on Wednesday, and so forth. Do you have anything else you want to say about that?
Yeah. Just real quick, if you look at the bottom of the activity, it'll tell you week 1, day 1, Wednesday. So we've tried to make it very simple on you guys on when you should be doing what for each game board. Last thing, I just want to reiterate on the messages. We are going to be doing morning messages for the kids every single day, Monday through Friday. And then for the parents, there will be a weekly video. I guess I'll finish things off here. I'm very excited about this school year, ready to get started. Looking forward to meeting all of your kids. It'll be a fun year, and I know I'm speaking for both me and Miss Carter as well. So I guess we'll